Hello, everyone. Welcome in on this Wednesday evening. Wednesday night basketball tonight, and it's perfect weather for it. It's 7 degrees outside, feels like 4 apparently, and it's only getting darker and colder, so indoors with some basketball is the best place to be this Wednesday evening. I'm Atticus Peed, a sports broadcasting master's degree student here at Cardiff Metropolitan University. We're here in Cardiff, Wales, in the Archers Arena for today's match of the Gloucester City Queens and the Cardiff Met Archers. Both teams are bottom of the table right now. Gloucester City Queens are in 12th, Cardiff Met Archers 13th as we head into this match tonight. Let's be completely honest here. This is a huge match for both teams because this might be the best chance for either of them to get a win as we head into the back half of this season, the bottom quarter of the season rather, for both these two sides. Cardiff Met coming into today, 2 wins, 15 losses. They are on a 6-game home stretch. This will finish it out today, and they'll go to the London Lions next week. They are 0-5 in this home stretch, looking to make it 1-5 here tonight. Come out with the win here in their last home game before going back on the road. For the Queens, they have not won in a while. Their last win was in late January over the Nottingham Wildcats. That game was on January 23rd. They beat the Wildcats 75-69. Have lost every game since then. So they're on an 8-game losing streak, looking to not let it slip to 9 tonight against the Archers. Both these teams played each other at the start of the season. It was the first game of the season. The Archers lost 60-73 on the road to the Queens. Both teams have majorly changed since then. That's going to be a big theme of the game tonight. Both these teams are vastly different compared to what you saw at the start of the season for a variety of reasons. For Cardiff Met, they have just been devastated by injuries all year. Injuries, to some degree, inconsistency as well. Trying to round back into form here in the last few games of the season for the Archers. For the Queens, a bit of a different story. Some players, injuries as well. But a couple of players have left the program. They've had to sign a few others. And we've actually had a head coach change as well. Changed coaches in the past 3 weeks with their new head coach. James Bowers is on the bench tonight for his 3rd game as Gloucester Queens head coach for the Archers. British basketball legend Steph Collins on the bench as the tip's up and away, and the Queens take the ball off to start the game here. Deep 3 goes up quickly, knocks it down! 3 quick points for the Queens. Marley Ball, former Cardiff Met Archer from last season, knocks down a triple. Queens on top early. Jorgensen's got it on the wing. Archers need to respond quickly. Marcozotti backing down the defender. Going on Bautista. One hand up, doesn't get it. Ball with the rebound. Looking for 3 again is Ima Bautista. She's going to take it. Off the back iron and out. And King can't get Russell down the rebound. Big offensive board for the Queens early. You can see Bautista wants taking the 3, but she won't do it there. Spinning around, got a switch, picks up the dribble, and we're going to the wing again. Lofted inside, bad pass, too far. Kim King sprints up the floor for the Archers. Trying to beat 2, beats 1, beats 2. Got Jorgensen on the perimeter. Jorgensen coming inside, Hatch wide open here near the baseline. Finds King instead, out near the elbow, knocks it down. 3-3, fast start here. 1 minute into the game, both teams tied. Ima Bautista brings it up the floor, number 8 for the Gloucester Queens here. Handing it off to Abbott. Abbott with the ball again. She'll hand it back. Russell's going to take a deep 3, hand in her face from Mara Marcozotti. No way. Lauren Psyche, first time on the ball here in the game. Dumps it aside to Marcozotti. Marcozotti about a foot of height difference. That's as easy as you're going to get all game long. Good luck for Kirsty Russell backing down Mara Marcozotti. And an easy 2 points for the Archers there. 5-3, early 2-point lead for Cardiff Met here at home in the Archers Arena. Carolina Marquez with it now. She'll back it up here. 5 on the shot clock. Needs to make something happen. Waiting for a screen to come. Marquez 1 to go. She's not paying attention to the shot clock. And that's a turnover. Good defense from Cardiff Met, but I mean, they only really had to defend for 10 seconds on that clock. Bautista just took her time on the perimeter. Didn't bother to come in until too late. So decent start for the Archers after giving up that early 3. Jorgensen trying to dump it off her Hatch on the screen and roll. Out of bounds. Miscommunication there and a turnover. So the Queens with 8 players here tonight, 5 starters and 3 on the bench. Archers with the full 12. So deeper roster here for the Archers at home today in this midweek clash. Driving inside, sent back out. Go out for a 3 here from Bautista again, no way. And an easy rebound from there from Lauren Psyche. Coming up the floor again. King, she's got a 3 if she wants it, won't take it. Coming inside. Looking for Marcazzati again. Oh, doesn't drop, but again, that shot's going to be there all night long. The longer Kirsty Russell is on Mara Marcazzati. Just can't get that one for the drop in. Marquez hands it off. Another three coming up here from Marquez. Corners off the iron. Psyche to take it away again. She's got Jorgensen on the far side, pulls it back. Marcazzati again, dumps it right back to her. Psyche wants her to go inside. She will. Grabbed as she goes in, and it rolls around the rim and drops home. So an early 4 points from Mara Marcazzati. If I'm the Archers, let's be honest here, give her the ball every single possession. Nobody can match up with her right now. Closest defender is probably number 35, Marley Ball for the Queens. She's not been tasked with guarding Marcazzati early, though. Queens looking to drive inside. On the perimeter, 5 on the shot clock. Almost stolen away, not quite. Marcazzati with the rebound. And no foul call, that's out of bounds. Marcazzati dropped it on the contest there by Claire Abbott, the captain for the Queens, and that's out of bounds. Queens basketball, timeout call by the Queens here. Just over 3.5 minutes into this game. So a lot of action early. Again, I'm Atticus P. Thank you for joining me here on this Wednesday night basketball for you on the WBBL official YouTube channel. Archers leading 7-3 early. A couple of things you notice early. Again, I've mentioned it multiple times. Mara Marcazzati, if she's going to have a foot of height on her defender in the paint, there's no reason why she shouldn't get the ball on every single possession. For the Queens, big early three, and then 3 straight misses from there. Coming into the game tonight, the biggest problem for both teams really is just defense and how many points you're going to put up. Both these teams struggle defensively. Cardiff Met give up 75 points per game. The Queens give up 84, and neither team is averaging much on the offensive end as well. The Archers average only 63 points per game, and it's, well, a lot worse for the Queens. 56 points per game, tied for last in the league. For the Archers, they're 9th in the league with that 63 points per game. So you got a big problem coming into the game here today. Neither team plays very well defensively. Obviously, the Queens, a huge deficit. They give up 30 more points per game than they score. The Archers give up about 10 more points per game than they score. But neither team is on a very good run. And so, well, which struggling offense and defense can pull it out here today? Two teams here at the bottom of the league looking for a big win, mostly for momentum than anything else right now. Back on the perimeter, Psyche defending, looking to come inside, backs her down into the paint, trying to spin around. Hey, a little bow-legged floater, and it drops inside. King driving inside, 1-on-2, goes back out to Hatch. Not fast enough for her to take the spot-up shot, drives inside instead, one-handed floater, lays it in. 9-5, Archers restore the 5-point lead. Inma Bautista coming inside. Back out to the wing. Marquez hands it over. Abbott 3, drains it. And it's 9-8. Good timeout for the Queens as they're down by 1 here. Jorgensen looking for some help. She'll get it over to Marcazzati at the top. Contested by Ball here. Psyche gets the switch on the ball that she wants. Looking for Marcazzati inside. You need to find her. And as Hatch tried to split the screen, a foul called on number 6, Kirsty Russell. Izzy Bunyan checking into the game for the first time for Mara Marcazzati. Archers downsizing a little here. Near the first, almost past the first 5 minutes of the game. King sends it to the outside, Hatch with it, and Psyche to reset at the top. 10 on the shot clock for the Archers. Bunyan sending a backside screen. Jorgensen's open, can't find it though. Psyche coming in, takes a deep 2 with 6 on the shot clock, knocks it home. Lauren Psyche, one of the best in the league at that shot. That deep 2 is her favorite. Even though she's one of the smallest players in the league, the way she goes up with her left hand guarding her face, always manages to get that space for the shot she wants. An impressive play for the Archer. 11-8 lead for Cardiff Met. Marquez sends it over to the corner. Abbott, another 3. She knocks it down again. 11-11. We got a tie game here. Queens responding well. King hands it over to Hatch. Hatch, another deep 2. She'll knock that one in as well. So Shannon Hatch, her first 2 points of the game. Marquez coming in, flips it out to the wing. Another 3 from Abbott, the exact same spot as before, and an air ball. King with the rebound, hands it back off to Izzy Bunyan. Gets it over to Psyche. Psyche, Queens try to get a charge there, but we got a block called instead. Blocking foul on Imba Bautista there. That's going to be her first of the game. So Shannon Hatcher just scored a second ago for the Archers. This is a big game for her. Last week against the Seven Oaks Suns was not that successful. Really struggled against the Suns. Only scored 5 points. Looking for a lot more today. She's one of the league's leading scorers, averaging 18.3 points per game. Second in the league right now. Sarah Wagstaff just in the game for the Archers. Gets it over to Hatch, spinning two. Can't get it inside. And Marley Ball with the rebound. Ball taking it in, drives inside over Issy Bunyan. Nowhere close. Can't tell if that was blocked or just a bad shot, but good contest from Issy Bunyan there. Psyche pulls up. Wagstaff open three, not going to take it. Driving inside, beats two, goes up strong with a blocking foul called on the Queens. That's an impressive play. We haven't seen much of that from Wagstaff this season. She's coming off some niggling injuries throughout the year. Did a nice job to split two defenders there and Euro step into the lane and draw the foul. It's an impressive play there. I thought she was going to take the three instead. So 2 free throws here to come for her. The first one will go off the front of the iron. 80% free throw shooter on the year, but only averaging about 2.4 points per game. A smile on her face as she goes up for the next one. She can't drop it down. 0 for 2. Marley Ball comes away with it. Looking to come inside. Tries to split two, and Issy Bunyan nicks it away. Bunyan driving down the court. Got 2 options. Gets it over to Psyche. Driving, little floater. Knocks it in. Good 2 points again for Cardiff Met. 15-11 lead right now. Marquez hands it off to Russell, and she'll get it over to the top. Driving inside. Looks like Molly James is fouled there. Foul called on the number 3, Lauren Psyche for the Archers, her first of the game. Archers foul a bit more consistently than the Queens, but neither of these teams foul that often per game. So Marcus on the ball now, driving inside, trying to spin around Issy Bunyan. 1 spin, 2. It gets it up in over Bunyan's arms. Good defense, but an even better shot. Psyche tries to get over to Bunyan. Bad pass, but she recovers it. Wagstaff on the wing, coming inside. Driving up on 2. It's not going to fall. She'll go to the line for 2 more, though. Another foul call. This one on the number 1 for the Queens, Molly James. As the Archers have a 2-point lead here. Celine Lemoyne to check in here, the number 7 for the Archers, in just a moment. So I think if you're Queens head coach James Bowers, I think you like what you see so far. Good start from the Queens. Again, they're down by 2 here, but they've done a good job of corralling Cardiff Met after that big early run. Wagstaff hits that one in, her first free throw and point on the night. And the Queens have not had a lot of momentum lately after the coaching change, roster change. I mean, you just had a lot of things changing for this team. Lots of players called up from the WNBL. Lots of players from the Worcester Wolves as well. Their first season in the league for the Queens. Looking to take advantage of it, and I think if you don't finish last, that's a good start, honestly. Flipped inside from Marquez. Russell backing down Psyche, drives inside, offensive foul. So an offensive foul called there. This will be Cardiff Met basketball. Nice job there from Lauren Psyche, staying right on the back and forcing that one to be called. Checking into the game is Layla Hall for the first time here today. Number 15 for the Queens. Getting some height back on the floor. Issy Bunyan at the top here. Under 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Archers lead by 4. Bunyan driving. Spins in and out. Lemoyne, good offensive rebound. Triple teamed here. Gets it over to Bunyan. Going to take another 3. Gets it to rattle in. 3 points for Issy Bunyan. Those are the biggest 3 points for the Archers so far in this game. They need her to get going. She has not scored much for this side in recent months since the start of the season. So big 3 points there for her, hopefully starting her confidence up in this game. Shot in and out for the Queens, and Bunyan taking it away again. Deep pass up to Hatch. She'll pull it back. Bunyan going to take another 3? No. She'll get it again. Thinking about it. She's going to take it. She's got it. She's heating up. 2 big 3s for Issy Bunyan. And the Archers now up by 10, 23-13 in the first quarter. Another 3 to come here from the, oh my goodness. Marley Ball gets it in. It's raining outside, but it's also raining 3s in here. Issy Bunyan coming inside again, spinning around, goes back out. Wagstaff with it. They're all looking for the three again. Driving inside. She's done that 3 separate times with 3 good results. 2 more for the Archers. 25-16, a 9-point lead here. Bottom minute and a half of the first quarter. Bautista hands it off. Molly James coming in on Hatch with right hand. Tries to get it up and over. Good luck against Shannon Hatch. Psyche going in and out. Beats the defender. Bunyan wide open. Doesn't take it. She should have. If you got a second chance, she'll take it this time. No. If you're Cardiff Met, don't worry about that shot. You want her taking that every chance she gets. Handed back. Another 3 from the Queens. In and out. Psyche hands it off. Wagstaff gets it over to Bunyan again. Nice little fake coming inside. Splits it over to Hatch. Wagstaff open. No. Not quick enough for Psyche to take a one-handed shot. This time from Hatch. No again. And Kirsty Wessler with the rebound. Pressured heavily by Issy Bunyan. Almost forces a turnover. I think this is going to be Queens basketball. But good pressure there from the Archers. I really like this energy that you've seen so far. And 25 points in the first quarter with how the Archers offense has done so far this season, and especially the past few weeks. You'll take that right now. Karis Roy, number 16, checking into the game for the Archers here. And Sarah Jorgensen coming back on as well. Good steal there from Issy Bunyan, but a foot out of bounds as she grabbed the ball. So still going to be Queens basketball. 44 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Archers lead 25-16. Looks like we're just making sure the shot clock resets. Looks like it was running there. Inbound here from the Queens. Looking for some more points here before the end of the first quarter. Molly James with the screen. Can't take advantage of it. Out to the other side. Ball coming inside. Tries to split 2. Up. Foul called. And she's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. So Marley Ball, no stranger to this arena. Cardiff met Archer last season, the 2020 to 2021 season. Back here in Wales for this game today. Averages about 37 minutes per game. Plays pretty much every minute of every game that she's in, especially with a shorter roster for the Queens tonight. Just 8 players. I think she'll be playing all 40 minutes. Knocks that free throw home. She averages about 13.5 points per game so far this season. Already up to 7 right now is Marley Ball. And we'll stay at 7. Karis Roy rips down the rebound. 30 seconds left to go. Archers about an 8-second difference. Shot clock and game clock. Wagstaff inside, wide open. That's as easy as you're going to get all game long. Another 2 for Sarah Wagstaff. 10-point lead for the Archers. And no shot clock here. Queens can play for the last shot. Ball driving around, got a couple screens, gets to Karis Roy. She'll like this matchup. I don't know why you're taking that, though. Block from Karis Roy. 9 to go. Bunyan, she can find Roy. Can't do it. Over to Lemoyne. Finally gets to Roy inside. And no. And the Queens will grab that ball, and that's how the first quarter is going to end. As I think the teams thought it was going to end a little earlier. And the full court shot goes nowhere. So a good first quarter here from Cardiff Met. They lead 27-17 after the first 10 minutes. If you're an Archer, you're really going to like what you see, especially the 27 points on the board and only conceding 17. I think you'll take that. If you're just joining us here tonight, I'm Atticus P. Thank you for joining us here on the WBBL official YouTube channel. Perfect night for it. Late Wednesday. It's a stormy day outside. And you're in the right spot for some good basketball here this evening. So after this first quarter of play, if you're the Archers, I mean, some different things happening so far in this game, something you haven't seen in the past few weeks. 12 points off the bench. The Archers average only 13 points off the bench in every game so far this season, so the early 12 really encouraging. You've got 6 points from Issy Bunyan off the bench, along with 6 points from Sarah Wagstaff. And again, for Wagstaff, she's driven inside 3 times, been wide open on 2 of them, and fouled on a couple more. So you hope to see the Archers continuing to penetrate that paint. Had 12 points in the paint so far this game, taking advantage of the Queens' lack of size on the interior. The Archers average about 28 points per game in the paint. I think they'll surpass that here today. The Queens are one of the smallest teams in the league. And with most of the Queens lineups, I mean, you're going to have Marley Ball, your tallest player on the floor. And when you look at the box score, they're not kidding about this. If you look at the box score for the Queens, every single player is listed as a guard. That's no joke. There really is not anyone with a lot of height here. Layla Hall, number 15, coming on the floor now, is your tallest player for the Queens. But seriously, every player on here is a guard, and you can see it right now. Cardiff Met should have a big advantage on the interior if they can take advantage of it. I think the Queens, you just got to keep up offensively as best as you can here. Bunyan floating it inside for Karis Roy. You can see that space I just talked about. Goes back outside. Jorgensen. Wagstaff driving in yet again. Flips it out. Bunyan open three. It's up. Not going to fall. Russell grabs the rebound, but no, Wagstaff got it. Great offensive board for Cardiff Met. Fakes the handoff, drives inside on Issy Bunyan. That is a fantastic play. Nice little fake handoff there to Joel Moreno, and everyone on the Queens bit. Bit like a hungry trout, as we say on the west coast of the United States. Marley Ball driving in, deep three. No way. And Moreno grabs it down. Issy Bunyan again. Archer's looking to make the Queens pay here. Roy spinning around on Layla Hall. Flips it over to the far side. Wagstaff coming in again, and she's beating the defender easily. Reverse layup, no. Roy offensive rebound, off the glass, no. And finally the Queens come away with it. That backside drive is going to be there for the Archers all game long. The Queens have not stopped it once. Coming inside here is Marquez trying to go up randomly, and another block from Issy Bunyan, her second of the game already. Second in the league, averaging about 2.5 blocks per game. Coming inside is Bunyan, little running floater, and she gets it stuck. If you've been watching March Madness in the United States this season, we do not have any cheerleaders here to grab that ball. So I think we're going to, I thought we were going to have the referee boost up Kirsty Russell, but not quite. We're going to have Carolina Marquez knock it out. And she will successfully on the first try. Well done. So 29-17, Archers with a 12-point lead right now. This will be Queens basketball. Queens looking for as many points as they can get right now. 7 from Marley Ball, 4 from Carolina Marquez, 6 from Claire Abbott, and that's about all you've got. So looking for more right now. Inma Bautista bringing it up the floor now. She'll hand it over to Marley Ball. Tries to flip it over to the side, and Marquez just got tangled up with Sarah Jorgensen out of bounds. We've got a player down for the Queens here. I think it's Kirsty Russell. Looks like it's an ankle injury. Hope she's okay. Looks like she's going to get up on her own power here. It's an elbow injury, actually. Looks like she's okay. She'll continue. Grimacing down the court, but yeah, the Queens will hold off on that substitution. It's actually Claire Abbott. No, I apologize. Kirsty Russell, not Claire Abbott. Abbott on the bench. Jorgensen up from 3. Gets it to drop in. 32 points now for the Archers. We're not even 2 minutes into the second quarter. Driving up the floor quickly are the Queens. And we've got a foul called here on number 21, Joel Moreno, for the Archers. So Moreno's seen a lot of her playing time cut down in the past few weeks with the return of Laura Shanahan for the Archers. Shanahan listed on the box score here tonight, but she's not here in the arena. So more minutes here tonight to come from Joel Moreno and Levi Warren as well, who's just checked on the floor, number 14 for the Archers. That ball rolls around for the Queens and drops in. Levi Warren on it now, sends it back to Jorgensen, looking to go inside to Roy. Roy with the 1-foot advantage over her defender, spinning up and under, gets it up and in. That is her favorite move in the post, takes advantage of it. Archers with a 15-point lead early. Molly James coming inside. Jorgensen on her, James knocks it in. Short little 2. Gets it to fall in off the back iron. Jorgensen driving inside, hands it off to Wagstaff. Wagstaff coming inside again, 1-on-3. I think she got hit on the hand, asking for the foul, but no. To be fair, I thought that was Archer's ball as well. If she was hit on the hand, then it should have been a foul. And if the ball was hit, then that should have been Archer basketball. But Queens basketball it is, and Carolina Marquez to take it up the court. For the Archers, everyone in the starting 5 has scored. For the Queens, just 3 players have scored for them overall. Drive inside, we got a foul called here. 2 shots to come from the free throw line. Marley Ball draws that one. So Ball already on 9 points, again averaging about 13.5 per game. With the starting lineup for the Queens here today, they average about 39 points per game between the four of them, so not a whole lot of scoring out on the floor, and with all the subtractions that have happened to the team this year. Shanice Turner not here today. Bianca Osas Maxwell, she's not here either. Mara Fitzpatrick out for the season. Melita Emmanuel Carr playing in Belgium. You got a lot of players missing, and that's a lot of points on the board, especially from Emmanuel Carr and Mara Fitzpatrick. Marcazzati inside, gets another two. Archers owning the paint right now. Queens are struggling to keep up. Molly James on the far side. 16 to go. She'll hand it out. Looking to come inside again. Flips it to the other side. A three to come here. Off the iron and out. Claire Abbott can't get it to fall. Jorgensen motioning for players to go to the opposite side of the court. Got a little spin, dumps it off from Marcazzati. They're looking for that play repeatedly. And it's going to be out of bounds. Off of the Queens. Still Archer basketball here. Moreno sends it over to Marcazzati, backing down the defender in the paint yet again. Again, it's the exact same play. They're just running this repeatedly. You really don't have to run many complicated sets for the Archers here tonight. You're going to see that play about 20 times more at least. Another three up from the Queens, out the front iron and out from Molly James. Jorgensen driving forward now. She's got Moreno on the far side, goes to Wagstaff instead. Wagstaff looking for that drive and kick. Warren coming in, back over to Jorgensen, 10 to go. Bump to the outside, and goes under and lays it up. 40-22, Archers with an 18-point lead. It's starting to get ugly pretty quickly here for the Queens. Coming inside is Marley Ball. She'll be forced to go back out. We got a reach-in called here. This one on Sarah Wagstaff. The referee's warning against either talking back or reach-in fouls. Couldn't really tell from here. So Wagstaff comes off the floor for Lauren Psyche. Again, the Archers doing well. 16 points off the bench so far, 20 points in the paint. Queens struggling to keep up. Just 6 points in the paint right now. And again, just 22 on the board from 3 players. Marley Ball gets it back. Up and under, nowhere on that one. Psyche running up the court again. Little no-look pass over to Levi Warren. And she can't get it to fall. Trying for the rebound. And she's going to foul instead. Fouls number 8, Ima Bautista for the Queens. It'll be Queens basketball. And we got a timeout here called on the floor. So the Archers with an 18-point lead. And still plenty of time left to go here in this quarter. Cardiff Met are easily going to jump above that 63 points that they score per game so far this season. And again, I think for the Queens, a lot of warning signs right now. If you talk to the Archers, talking to the Archers these past couple of weeks, they really don't see themselves as bottom of the table or as the worst team in this league. They're 2 wins and 15 losses, obviously say otherwise. But for the Archers, there's been a lot of change this season, really a lot of injuries as well, and lots of change trying to get things back in the rhythm and find consistency. And they've been able to do that these past couple of weeks. Obviously, they haven't really played many competitive games. Got blown out by the Suns by 24 points on Saturday, rather. And then lost by 15 to the Caledonia Pride a week before that. But against the Nottingham Wildcats here at home, they only lost by 8. And, the games have been somewhat close for them before that as well. So they're starting to take advantage of the consistent lineups they've had and the fewer injuries. For the Queens, not so much. They haven't really played a close game in, since about February when they played the Caledonia Pride and lost by 16. Every game since then, they have lost by over 20 points. Deep three goes up and in. Claire Abbott knocks it down. Queens trying to get back into this game. Warren on the perimeter after the long pass, sends it over to the other side. Moreno looking to come inside, tries to split 2. Marcazzati pulls up from 2, drains it. Found a foot of space and knocked it in. Back to a 17-point game. Bottom 5 minutes of the first half. James hands it over to Claire Abbott here, faking. I think she's got a matchup she likes here. Looking to come inside. She'll hand it off instead. Driving again. Warren knocks it down. 7 on the shot clock. Over to the other side. Deep three up. And she's got it to fall. 3 there from Inma Bautista. And we're back to a 14-point game here. Lauren Psyche on it. She's got Moreno on the far side. Looks to Marcazzati instead. Marcazotti got 2 defenders on her. She'll flip it out to Moreno. Moreno 1 foot behind the line. And it's a 2. From my angle, I promise you, that was a 3. But they're going to call it as a 2 instead. 16-point Archer lead again. James coming in on Marcazotti. Marcazotti, plenty of height on her. Good luck with that. Proves me wrong. Nice little granny layup underneath Marcazotti's outstretched arms. That was an impressive play. I think that's the best play for the Queens so far this game. Psyche coming in. She'll flip it to the far side again. Warren trying to go into Marcazotti. Bad pass intercepted. Marley Ball sprinting up the floor again. Ball one-on-one. Driving inside. She's fouled by Lauren Psyche. That is Psyche's second. And we're going to have 2 shots to come here for Marley Ball. So look, you know, the Queens are down by 14 here, but we started to see some signs of improvement here against what Cardiff might have done to them offensively. And really, if you're the Queens, just as many turnovers as you can get right now, as many as you can force for the Archers. When you look at the team statistically, there's a big gap that you see, even though these 2 teams are bottom of the table and lumped together. Again, the Archers are 13th and last. The Queens are 12th. But the Queens are about last in basically every category. Last in league in rebounds per game, last in offensive rebounds, last in assists, last in turnovers. Well, near last in turnovers, actually, they're 10th. Last in steals, last in assists, and last in blocks. And, you know, it's just been a struggle for them in all of those categories so far this season. The Archers near mid-table in about all of those. But obviously the Archers haven't been able to put it together, and the Queens have had 3 wins. And that's where things stand here today. Lemoyne coming into the free throw line, banks it off the glass and in. 46-31, back to a 15-point game here. Molly James with it now. She's got ball next to her, looking for the handoff. She'll get it to the other side instead. Rolling it around. We got a 3 to come here from Molly James. She's got it to drop in. Found a lot of space against Joelle Moreno, who got lost there. 12-point Archer lead again. Warren shakes the defender off, drives inside, goes back out. Moreno wide open, deep 2. No, Lemoyne, another offensive rebound. I think that's her 3rd so far. Hatch, a little mid-range deep 2, drops it in. Mid-range baseline 2, rather, and a 14-point Archer lead again. Archers holding the Queens at bay well. As long as you can keep it in double digits, I think the Archers will take that. Deep 3 to come again here from Marley Ball. No. Psyche, yet another rebound for her. Coming inside, Marquez forces it back. Psyche looking for that 2-man action here on the wing again. Hatch gets it back to her. Archer's running the same play. Looking to shimmy inside, she will, and it's blocked from behind. And Ball yanks it down and runs away with it. Moreno looking for the offensive foul. No, Ball kicks it to the other side. We got a deep 3 here to come. Drains it is Molly James. Back to an 11-point Archer lead. Steph Collins takes a timeout. And the Archers will try to reset here. Lauren Psyche pleading her case, asking for an offensive foul there when Joelle Moreno was knocked down. So back to an 11-point game. A lot of improvement from the Queens that you've seen right there. Right after I just mentioned how they're last in the league in all the other aspects apart from shooting. They've done really well to capitalize right there, forcing some Archer turnovers and some really bad shots, getting a couple blocks and coming away with it. I think the biggest problem for the Queens, like we mentioned, that's size. The Archers have 21 rebounds so far. The Queens have just 11. Archers have really taken advantage of that. 22 points in the paint. And for the Queens, just 8. One of the biggest things for the Archers as well is 7 second chance points and 11 points from turnovers. On the other side of things for the Queens, just 2 points from turnovers and nothing from second chance points for them. If you're the Archers, that's where you want to take advantage of things all game long. It's not just your height and taking advantage of things on the interior. The Archers are running some fantastic 2-man action on the weak side of the court, but really the best part for the Archers is if you can just keep scoring inside the paint and keep forcing those turnovers and second chances, things are going to work out eventually. And if you're the Queens, you've got to limit that as best you can. And as you've seen that in the past couple of minutes, they've started to come back, forcing some tough shots and collecting the rebound on the first try. That's the biggest thing for them. Psyche now gets it over to Warren, bottom 2 minutes here of the first half. Takes a deep 2. And Levi Warren grabs the offensive rebound. King now back on the floor for the Archers. Rolls it over to Hatch. Backing down James. Blocked again. And Lemoyne grabs it back. Comes up off the floor. And I don't know how. I think Lemoyne grabbed it when her knees were off the floor. So that was legal. Not going to take that three, hands it off. That three from Marley Ball is too long. Psyche hands it over to Kim King. King rolling around the perimeter, running on the inside, and we've got a foul called here. 2 shots to come. That's a foul on Carolina Marquez, her first of the game. And Kim King to go to the line here, looking for 2 more. King with 3 points so far, averaging about 6 per game for the Archers. And looking to make some more happen here today. See what she can do here at the free throw line. Averages about 68% from the free throw line so far this season. As she knocks down the first, this is her 4th season here with Cardiff Met. Previously played for Bristol. And she's playing, she played with the University of Worcester this season in the Bucks League as well. Goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Ball coming up on Hatch. Goes to the outside. Molly James, pump fake coming in. And yanks it back. Bautista now to Marquez. Marquez coming in. King defending. Beats King. And lays it up and in with the left hand as she ran past the basket. Pretty impressive left-handed flick there. Back to a 10-point game. Psyche splits. Drives. Hatch corner. King. Deep three. No. Offensive rebound from Lemoyne. Lays it up and in. Big play there from Celine Lemoyne. Lemoyne up to 4 points on the game now. 51-39 Archer lead. 25 seconds left to go. 8-second difference between the shot and the game clock. Psyche trying to force a steal. No reason to. Don't cause a foul here. James coming inside. Splits the defenders. Gets the own offensive rebound. 1 second difference between the shot and the game clock right now. Ball coming in on Hatch. 2 players on her. Blocked away by Shannon Hatch. 5 seconds left to go. Throws it up long for Psyche, and it's just an inch too far. Let me change how I said that. It's about 2 feet too far. That was not really that close. So 2 seconds to go here. We're just going to have a full court heave to come from the Queens. They hands it off, and they're not going to take it. And that's how things are going to end as we head to the end of this first half. So Archers with a 51-39 lead. A lot of things to like if you're Cardiff Met. You're not going to like how you let the Queens back into this game, and you know it's only a 12-point lead. It should be more. But if you're Cardiff Met, you'll be thrilled with the 51 first half points. Again, they average just about 63.5 per game so far this season. So you're well on your way to beating that. And things have gone well for Cardiff Met so far. If you're the Queens, I think cutting out into the second half. I mean, you got 11 points from Marley Ball. You got 9 from Claire Abbott. And then you got 10 off the bench from Molly James. The problem is you just need more players to score, and really you need more scoring. 10 points off the bench, 10 points in the paint, and that's really about it. Only forced 1 steal, and they've only forced 4 turnovers from the Archers. The Archers average 19 per game, and they're only on 4 right now. A really clean game. And that's the last thing you want if you're the Queens. You got to make this game a little dirtier. You have nowhere near the height that you need to rebound this ball against the Archers, and you need to make this a dirty game. I'm not talking about dirty, cheap fouls. I'm just saying you got to foul more than the Archers, and you got to force some turnovers. They have not done that so far. And that's why the Queens are down 12 as we head into the break. So we'll be back in about 12 minutes' time. Archers at the lead, 51-39 here in Cardiff, Wales. Welcome back, everybody. We're just about a minute away from the start of the second half here. Thank you for joining us on the WBBL official YouTube channel. I'm Atticus Peed. We're live here from the Archers Arena in Cardiff, Wales on this beautiful Wednesday evening. For those of you who don't know, I love the rain like a vampire in that sense, and so this kind of weather I think is perfect. This is the best part of the UK right here, everybody. So we're here with some basketball while the rain falls outside. Archers, as we head to the start of the second half, Cardiff Met Archers lead 51-39 over the Gloucester City Queens. And we're just about ready to go here. Both teams going to send out similar lineups to the start of the second half. For the Archers, Kim King, Sarah Jorgensen, Lauren Psyche, Shannon Hatch, and Issy Bunyan coming on instead of Mara Marcasati. For the Queens, they're going to roll with the same starting 5 that they had. Carolina Marquez, Emma Bautista, Marley Ball, Kirsty Russell as well, and Claire Abbott on the far side. So Archers looking for their first home win of the season. And the Queens trying to get an away win here, go up to 4 wins on their season. So you can come out on top here in the second half of this game from Wales. Hatch, it goes in and around, off the glass and back in. So Archers start off with a 14-point lead here, early end of the second half. Driving it up the floor is Bautista. She'll find Abbott. Abbott's got Marquez behind her. Can't find her. And now she's got the ball. Over to Marley Ball. Splitting over Jorgensen. over to the outside. Driving inside is Abbott. Over to Bautista. Deep three, it's up, and it's an air ball. Bunyan, long, Hatch, inside, two, easily. Good assist from Missy Bunyan there, and another good two from Shannon Hatch. Who's up to 8 points now for the Archers. Make that 10 points for her, actually. Marquez on it now. Hatch giving her a lot of space, expecting the drive. It comes. And she'll get it over to Kirsty Russell. Bautista, rather. Russell next to her. Driving inside. Marquez up against the shot clock. No, that shot's not going to count. Got it off about a half second too late. That's a turnover there. And this will be Archers basketball. So a 16-point lead for the Archers here. Just a minute in to the second half. Lauren Psyche taking it up the floor for Cardiff Met. Looking to make something happen. Got a screen from Hatch. Looking for that screen and roll. She'll get a deep two. Hatch knocks it in. 12 points for Shannon Hatch now. She's heating up big time. You can see it for Cardiff Met. They've got everything they want offensively so far today. 57 points on the board already. Just about 21 and a half minutes into the game. Abbott under pressure. She'll be forced back out to Marquez. 10 on the shot clock. Ball coming inside. Stripped out of her hands by Psyche, and a foul called. Bit of an obvious one. Lauren Psyche got Marley Ball's hand. That is Psyche's third foul, so Psyche in some foul trouble here early. All three of those fouls coming from steals that Psyche's trying to get. Has forced 2 steals on the day for the Archers, but 3 fouls to go along with it. Carolina Marquez driving inside, gets to the baseline, flips it to the outside. Deep three up, in and out for the Queens. And tapped over to Kim Kang, but not stolen away by Claire Abbott. And she can't get that one to fall. If the Queens are going to get back in this game, they need more of that. Jorgensen off the front iron, but an offensive rebound from King. Turned over here. Claire Abbott with it now. Abbott spinning around, and it's almost turned over back to the Archers. Abbott trying to recover it here. She will not. I think it's off Missy Bunyan, but no, it's off Abbott's hands, out of bounds. And that will be Archer basketball. Archers holding on to that 18-point lead here. As Claire Abbott comes off the floor for the Queens. Psyche to bring it up for Cardiff Met here again. Coming into the game for the first time is Kimberly Wilkes for the Queens. Bunyan coming inside, splits 2 defenders, 2 more switch to her. There was this strange box defense from the Queens around the paint, but nobody wanted to come inside. Like I mentioned before, all the players on the floor are guards for the Queens, and you can see it with that defense right there. 20 points lead for the Archer. Ball driving inside. Yet another block from Missy Bunyan. That is her third of the game so far. Marley Ball on the outside now. Got a switch. And she gets it away. Coming inside here on King. That's Molly James, actually. That is not... I mentioned that was Kimberly Wilkes. I apologize. That's actually Molly James. And that ball out of bounds off the Archers. So still a 20-point Archer lead. Just 3 minutes in here to the start of the second half. Sent into ball, and it's off her hands, out of bounds. I think ball wanted to pass a little earlier and in a different spot, and it's out of bounds. Shannon Hatch is wide open, deep in the paint, and she's going to be fouled as she goes up. Well, let's just put it this way. I don't know how well you're going to do against the Archers when you're letting the league's second leading scorer get wide open in the paint on a breakaway there. Head coach Chase Bowers is saying the same thing for the Queens. So 2 shots to come here from Shannon Hatch, already on 12 points today. Let's make that 13. Again, she's second in the league with 18.3 points per game. Brooklyn Pennell from the Nottingham Wildcats leads the league with 18.8. Knocks both of them down to Shannon Hatch. Hatch was in the lead heading into the last weekend of action, but she only scored 5 against the Seven Oaks Suns, and that dropped her below Pennell. Marquez on the far side, Psyche defending her. She'll get it over to Marley Ball. Molly James now coming inside with the pink shoes, the best shoes in the game here today. Ball, again, another deep 3 up. That one's still not going to fall. 8 of 23 are the Queens from 3 here today, but I think that's the right strategy if you're the Queens. I mean, you're not going to win this game, let's be honest. So you're down by 22 points. The only way back is from threes, and lots of them. I don't think it matters if you go 15 of 50. Just take as many threes as you want. You're not getting in the paint. 3 seconds to go on the clock for the Archers. King launches up a three. No. Hatch with the offensive rebound. Big size advantage there. Psyche collects it. Bunyan, another three for the Archers. Finally drops it down. 64 to 39. Archers on top. Already surpassed their average per game in points. And Queens in major trouble here. And they'll drop to the bottom of the league with a loss here today. Cardiff Met will get off the foot of the table for the first time since, well, months. Jorgensen hands it off to Psyche on the breakaway. Psyche lays it up, and it rolls up and in. Timeout called here by the Queens. 66 to 39. Archers are running dominant right now. Massive lead for Cardiff Met, 27 points. And we've still got 15 and a half minutes left to go in this game. Things could get even uglier for the Queens. So with the win here today, this would really help out the Archers. The Archers would get up to 3 wins and 15 losses. This would put them up on 6 points, level with Gloucester. Gloucester does have a game in hand over the Archers, but this would drop the Queens to the bottom of the table. Put the Archers about 8 points back of the Nottingham Wildcats in the 8th spot. You know, if you're the Archers, you're probably not going to make the playoffs, but hey, it's fun to dream, right? It's still mathematically possible, in a way. So the Archers will take this 27-point lead here at home. Again, they're looking for their first home win of the season. It has been about 344 days since they last had a win at home last April. I believe it was April 21st over the Durham Palatinates. So a win here today would be a first win at home in quite some time. I think if you're the Archers, you won't have any complaints about that. Both their wins this season have come on the road. And the Archers have not won since, let me check my notes, I think it's October 16th, and it is October 16th over Durham on the road. So our first win in quite a few months. It'd be quite something here for the Archers here at home here today. Inbound to come here from the Queens, but the Archers are putting on some full court press, looking to try out as much of their game plan as they can. Probably the best time for it. You're winning this game, and I think you can see it's going to happen here. Out on the far side, coming inside, Abbott hands it back. Marquez, Bautista, back to Marquez. Looking for the drive on Wagstaff. Wagstaff trying to defend her. Shakes around her, and a foul called on Issy Bunyan there. Great move from Carolina Marquez. One of the best plays of the game for the Queens offensively. And as a reward, they'll go to the line for 2 here. I think that's a 3rd foul on Issy Bunyan, and it is. So Bunyan into bill foul trouble for the Archers. She's got 3, along with Lauren Psyche, who has 3 of her own. Nobody on the Queens really in foul trouble on their end. That free throw drops in from Marquez, getting her up to 7 points on the game. Averaging about 11 per game so far this season. And she'll make it 8 points on the day. Archers to bring it up the court. Again, 66-41 lead right now over the Queens. Knocked away. Archers keep it. Wagstaff driving inside. Hands it off. Jorgensen off the iron and in. Off the glass and in, rather. 68-41. 27-point Archer lead here. Marley Ball gets it over. Abbott goes to Bautista. Far side Marquez. Ball. Archer's not letting anything in the paint. Ball coming inside. Tries to go for the off-balance 2, and no. Over to King now. King splitting 2 defenders, knocked out of bounds. And I thought it rolled off her leg, but no, it's off of Molly James's hands and out of bounds. Again, if you're the Queens, that last offensive possession, obviously, the more shots Molly Ball takes, the better. But, I mean, just take as many threes as you can so far in this game. Why not? This one out of bounds off Issy Bunyan's hands. And that'll be an Archer turnover. Good pressure there from the Queens, and out of bounds. So that's Queens basketball now. Just the 7th turnover of the game for the Archers. Really good performance overall by the Archers so far, though. Again, there's just not much to complain about, especially not when you're scoring 68 points this quickly after just 26 minutes of action. James hands it off. Marquez, deep 3 is up from Abbott. Hey, she's got it to drop. 68-44. Good 3 there from the Queens. That gets Abbott up to 12 points on the game. 3 players in double digits now for the Queens. Wagstaff at the top, getting it over to Hatch, switching it over to King. 12 to go. Bunyan's going to take another three. Drains it. 3 more for the Archers. Big celebrations on the bench. 71 now on the board for them. Abbott's going to take a 3 on the opposite end. No. Jorgensen, no. Archers still come away with it. They were looking for a foul there. King's got some space inside. She's going to take advantage of it. Doesn't get it to fall. But again, the Archers, that drive is there every single time. King steals it away. But she had a foot on the line as she tapped that ball out of bounds. I don't think the Archers are going to mind too much. You got a 27-point lead here. But again, this is your best chance of the season. Try out some different sets. Try out some different lineups. We haven't seen much of this lineup this season. Jorgensen, King, and Hatch, along with Wagstaff and Bunyan. Archers know they can go small here against the Queens. Queens have no height to contest the Archers. And Archers taking full advantage of this opportunity here. They played with this lineup quite a bit so far in this game. Back to the outside and a shot clock violation on the Queens here. To be fair to them, I didn't see that myself. Jorgensen comes off the floor for Lauren Psyche now. Archers loving what they have so far. 16 points from Issy Bunyan off the bench. 14 from Shannon Hatch, 10 from Mara Marquezati. And pretty much every player who's been on the floor has scored points so far in this game, all except for Levi Warren have points on the board. Handed off to Roy, gets it over to Hatch on the inside. Hatch with Abbott defending. Spins around, looked like it was going to go out, but it rolled back in. Quick pass up to Claire Abbott. She's open on the breakaway, and she's got a free 2 there. 73-46. Archers still lead by 27 with just over 12 minutes to go in this game. Wagstaff driving on the interior, lays it up off the window. It's not going to fall. She is going to go to the line for 2 free throws here, though. So she'll knock down that first free throw. This puts Wagstaff up to 7 points for the game. Again, for the Archers, 31 points off the bench so far this season. That is easily their highest point total off the bench so far in this season. Really big part of this game here today. And, well, look, they've got a 29-point lead to show for it. No complaints all around for the Archers here today. Ball over to the opposite end. Molly James with it, gets it back to ball. She's going to take a deep 3. Off the iron and out. Offensive rebound from Marquez. Splitting inside. Karis Roy didn't really have to jump for that one. Just kind of left her hand there and knocked it down. Psyche to Bunyan on the wing. Bunyan looking to drive. She will. Pulls up for 2. A bit of a weird one. Roy grabs the rebound anyway. She can go up if she wants to. Gets it over to Bunyan from 3. And she puts it inside. 19 points for Issy Bunyan. 78-46. 32-point Archer lead. Ball inside. Drives up for 2, and she's going to be fouled. That is on Issy Bunyan again. That's her 4th. So Issy Bunyan having one of her best performances of the season, which is in danger of fouling out on it. Marley Ball to come to the line for 2 free throws here. Archers with that 32-point lead right now. And we got 2 free throws to come here from Marley Ball. So, I mean, if you're the Archers, look, you look at the box score, and apart from the points, you can see just big differences everywhere. 24 assists from the Archers today. That is really a big part of their winning here. Just, they average about 17.5 per game. They're in the top 5 of the league with those assists, but 24 is a lot better. That's about what the London Lions average per game, and that's what you want to see here today. Great passing from the Archers as they collect this rebound off the missed free throw. And they're taking full advantage of it here with 78 points. And look, if they keep up this pressure and they keep up this pace, they might break 100 for the first time this season. Long pass looking for Karis Roy out of bounds. Not much doing there. Queen sprinting up the floor, looking for as many points as they can get here. Ball's going to take an early 3, in and out. Lemoyne grabs the rebound. Hands it off to Wagstaff, and she'll chuck it up to Lauren Psyche to start this possession off for the Archers. The Archers, I think you can just settle down, look for the best offensive shots. Well, really anything you want every possession right now. Psyche splitting around. She'll pull it back, go to Roy on the interior, and just kind of hands it up and in off the back iron. 80-47, 33-point Archer lead again. Ball coming inside, looking to beat Roy. That's a wild one. Nothing doing on that. to the opposite end. Psyche, no-look pass over to Levi Warren. Goes up and she's fouled. 2 free throws to come on a foul from Claire Abbott, her third. And Levi Warren looking to get her first points of the game. So if Levi Warren can score any of these, every player for the Archers will have scored here today. So it's a good day all around. For the Archers, you got Lauren Psyche sitting on 6 points and 7 assists, along with 6 rebounds. So just a few away from a triple-double. She might actually get there. That's not that far off. And that one's not going to fall for Levi. Psyche going over to Steph Collins. I'm sure she's telling her to watch out for the triple-double. Does get the second to drop. Archers lead by 34. James looking for the interior pass to Abbott, can't find it. And she'll go back to the outside. Marley Ball again, faking some passes. Hands it over to Molly James, driving inside, 2 on her. Marquez pulls up, drives, inside, window and in. So 49 points for the Queens. Some decent plays offensively, but again, just giving up too many points for the Archers right now, and not enough of those drives have worked so far in this game. Roy spinning around on Marley Ball, blocked away. And Ball's got it up, taking up the court right now. Flips it over, Carolina Marquez with it. And there's about a 2-second difference in the shot in the game clock. James gonna take an early 3 anyway, and she's got it to fall. 81-52, back to a 29-point lead. 6 seconds to go. Wagstaff, she'll take an early 3 there. Could have played for something better with 6 seconds left, but hey, I don't think Cardiff Met's going to complain all that much. 81-52 with a 29-point lead as we head in here to the break between the 3rd and 4th quarter. So a big lead here. Archers should be comfortably walking away with this win here in the Archers Arena today. Coming up for both teams, well, some tough tests for both sides. For the Archers, this Sunday, they'll go on the road to the London Lions. That's going to be a brutal one. But when the Lions visited here, the first home game of the season on Halloween night, the Archers lost 47-83. Bad game, but they kept it close in the first 10 minutes. And, you know, this next weekend, I think, is going to be a test of what happens in this back half of the season. With some more consistent lineups for the Archers and some fewer injuries, you'll be hoping for better there against London and see what you can do against the league leaders. Again, they're undefeated. Wouldn't go in expecting a win or anything, but see how close you can get it. See what you can do. For the Queens, they're going to go on the road to the Newcastle Eagles this Saturday. So, a bit of a trip up to the northern part of England. The Eagles in 10th. The Eagles really need every win they can get right now. They only played 15 games, a few less than the teams in front of them. As they look to get back into the playoff picture, they're 4 points out of the Nottingham Wildcats. They have 2 games in hand over the Wildcats. So the Eagles need to beat the Queens there. And if you're the Queens, I mean, you know, tough start here for Coach Jay Bowers. Just his 3rd game in charge. Probably going to go 0-3. And you're looking for that first win of the season for him. That shot doesn't go anywhere. Wagstaff collects it on the pass. Lemoyne looking to come inside again. Flip it back out. Wagstaff gets it over to Psyche. Got Marcazotti on the interior. Goes to Lemoyne instead. 10 on the shot clock. Lemoyne driving in and takes a running floater. But no. Queens to drive it down the court again. Early 2 from deep from Abbott. That one's not going to fall. 9 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in this 4th quarter. Weak pass over from Levi Warren, easily stolen away. Marquez one-on-one with Psyche. Psyche not going to foul. Doesn't want to foul out of this game. Off of Lemoyne's head. I think she's okay. Looks a little dazed. Yeah, she's going to come off the court here for Joelle Moreno in just a second. Psyche gets it over to Lemoyne. Hopefully she's okay. Looks like she is. Marcazotti spinning around inside. Gets it back. Wagstaff, Psyche, deep 2. Drains it. Anytime Lauren Psyche's got even 6 inches of space for a deep 2, you take that one. One of the most efficient 2-point shooters so far this season. And she gets that one in. Molly James spinning around over Levi Warren. Can't get it to fall. And Psyche to take it up the court again. Another rebound for her. So Lauren Psyche, triple-double alert. She's on 8 points. 8 points, 7 rebounds, and 9 assists. Dump off inside to Marcazotti. And that one's out of bounds. Knocked out by Carolina Marquez. So, storylines as we head into the bottom part of this game. It's a 31-point Archer lead. Here's what you're looking for. Lauren Psyche's on 8 points, 7 rebounds, and 9 assists. So a triple-double could be in the offing here. Not really anyone else who's that close to it. Issy Bunyan leads the Archers with 19 points and 5 rebounds, but she might be out of the game for the most of it. She's got 4 fouls already. Marcazzati hands it off to Psyche. Gonna take a deep two. She's got it. 10 points on the board for Psyche, an assist for Mara Marcazzati there. So now, if Lauren Psyche can collect 3 more rebounds and an assist, she's got a triple-double here today. Crazy considering she's the smallest player on the floor here. Marley Ball on Moreno. Ball driving past her. Lays it up. Can't get it to fall. Marcazzati collects it. Goes long looking for Lauren Psyche. Coming inside at the free throw line. No look. Dump off to Marcazzati. Can't get it to fall. Hatch collects the rebound and jumps it in on their own. 18 points for Shannon Hatch now at her season average as the Archers with the 87-52 lead. Deep three from Claire Abbott. Off the iron and out. And Psyche collects it. That's her 8th rebound. We're getting even closer. Goes to Moreno. Hands it off to Wagstaff. Can't get it to fall. And Marcazzati throws that one back, but it's intercepted here by Carolina Marquez. Marquez coming inside. Got Psyche defending. Flips it back. Stolen away by Shannon Hatch here. Hatch on the run. Looking for the unsportsmanlike foul. Not going to get it. Lays it up and in instead. I think if this were a closer game, that foul probably would have been called as Hatch got shoved in the back, but they'll let it slide for an easy layup. 20 points for Shannon Hatch now, 89-52. Archers on top by 37, and it's just getting uglier for the Queens here. Emma Bautista, step back, not going to take the three. Marquez, Bautista again. This time she'll take it deep in the shot clock, and I mean, you got to have a little better than that in the playbook. It was just a pass and a dump off back, and one of your smallest players up against Mara Marcazzati going for 3. Good luck on that one. Hatch dumping it inside. We got a foul here. I think Marcazzati was hitting the back, and this will be Archer's ball here from the baseline. We've got a timeout here on the floor. I think a timeout called by the Queens, and it is. So just over 6.5 minutes left in this fourth quarter. 89-52. Archers on top. Well, they're sitting pretty here. You'll really like this one today. Again, Lauren Psyche is on 10 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists. So 1 rebound and 1 board away from a triple-double. No complaints about that. Haven't seen that a whole lot from any Archer players so far this season, so you take that one. Shannon Hatch is decently close to a double-double of her own. 18 points, 20 points rather, and 7 boards as well. 8 boards rather. My box score just got updated. And for the Archers, look, just overall, it's just been dominant all around. You're not going to see many games like this, but the Archers have 47 rebounds compared to 22 for the Gloucester City Queens. Not much else to it apart from that. I mean, there are lots of things that the Archers have done well to get them a win here today, but when you out-rebound another team by 25, let's just say good luck and leave it at that. So the Archers like what they see. Again, Archers have 29 assists, easily their season high. And that's well above the season averages for some of the best teams in the league. London Lions average about 25 per game. Archers at 29, of course. Impressive ball movement all around. And I think the best part for Cardiff Met has just been that everything that they want to run is there. That 2-man set that they love so much, getting 2 players out on the weak side, 1 to screen and 1 to run. It's just been a big asset so far in this game, and they've taken full control as a result. Hatch collects the inbound, gets it over to Joelle Moreno. Lauren Psyche off the floor. Maybe we won't see her again. Maybe no triple-double here tonight, unfortunately. Marcazzati mid-range 2, lays it up and in. Another 2 for the Archers center, and 12 points on the game for her. Marley Ball with it again. Claire Abbott got it, flipping it around on the perimeter. Goes back to Abbott, driving inside. Looking for the far side, Emma Bautista. Looks good, and it goes in. 3 from the Queens, 91-55, an Archer lead here. 5:55 left to go in this game. Archer's looking to clear 100 pretty easily. Maybe they can get to 110 today, we'll see. Moreno, underhand layup, and it clanks off the back glass. Marley Ball grabs the rebound here. Ball taking it up the court. She's got a double-double of her own, 18 points and 11 boards. Deep 3 up again. This one not going to fall from Abbott. Collects the own offensive rebound, lays it up and in. Archers, I think, just got sloppy there and let that one fall. So Abbott with 16 points of her own. Hatch goes over to Kim King, 12 on the clock, going inside. Marcazzati, and just kind of throws away the defender behind her. Doesn't fall. Hatch with the offensive rebound. King back out. Mid-range two. Drains it. This is just as easy as you like for Cardiff Met. If you want to see just a team doing anything they want here on the interior, this is the right game for it. 93-57, a huge lead on the board right now. Marley Ball tries to go up. Bit of a funky layup, but it goes in anyway, 93-59. Queens looking to, they're already above that season average of 56 points per game, so, do what they can here. Moreno coming inside, beats two defenders. Bit of a wild layup off the back end. And then a foul called on Sarah Jorgensen here. So Issy Bunyan to come back into the game. I keep looking at the bench trying to will Lauren Psyche back into the game. Get that triple-double. Not sure what's going to happen here. I can call over to the bench and ask them to put Psyche back in. I don't think it's going to happen, though. So Molly James here with the ball for the Queens, looking to drive inside. She's forced back out. Marley Ball on it now. Got the screen, got the space she wanted, and didn't get it to fall. Issy Bunyan comes back to the opposite end. Bunyan coming inside, throws it back. Hatch going to take this three. It's up, and it's too far. And Carolina Marquez has got it. James now driving on the baseline. I think he dribbled out of bounds, but no. Jorgensen tapped it away out of bounds. And this will be Queens basketball. So the Queens, well, they've done probably what you need to have any chance in this game. Taken 32 threes, hit 11 of them. So 34% from behind the arc, and, that's not terrible. Just need to hit more of them, of course, and obviously not get out-rebounded by so much. They've just given so many opportunities to Cardiff Met. And it's been a real problem here today. So foul here, Marley Ball to go to the line for two more. She's got 14 points right now. We'll make it 15 after that one. 15 points, 11 rebounds. Ball 4 of 17 in the game today. Shooting just 22% from the field, but, I think with the smaller lineups and the unproven lineups from the Queens. Again, lots of players from the Worcester WNBL side. I think you just got to take points wherever you can find them. Marley Ball, a source of that. And she's showing that here today. Hatch going to have a deep three straight away. Little too far. And Marley Ball comes down with the rebound again. Driving to the opposite end. Jorgensen's going to force it back. And Russell's going to hand it off. James on it again. James, step back three. No. Easy rebound from Mara Marcazzati. And Jorgensen to take it up for the Archers. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to go. 32-point Archer lead. King's going to take a deep three. And hey, why not? Everything's going to go in here for the Archers. 96 points now, just 4 away from the even 100. James fakes the drive inside, and she's going to be forced back. So for Cardiff Met, really impressive day, shooting 58% from two. Last shot up and missed for the Queens. 43% from three for the Archers. Their best shooting day of the year by far. Again, 96 points, their most on the season, also by far. And you really like this one if you're Coach Steph Collins. Back out to King, 10 on the shot clock. Over to Issy Bunyan. Bunyan going to drive inside. Sandwiched between two defenders. And we've got a blocking foul here. I think this will just be on the baseline. Nope, it's going to be 2 shots to come. As Karis Roy comes into the game for the Archers along with Levi Warren. And with just 2 minutes, 44 seconds left to go, we'll put that triple-double dream to rest for Lauren Psyche. I don't think she's coming back on the floor for the game. But Issy Bunyan, if she sinks these 2 free throws, can get back to the top of the scoring list on the game for the Archers. She's on 19 points. Shannon Hatch on 20. And really a great game from Issy Bunyan. She's got the 19 points, 6 boards, 3 assists, 1 steal. It says only 1 block on the score sheet. I can promise you there's been about 3 or 4. Some may not have been counted as blocks because some of them might have been fouls or maybe just blocks with her willpower, I guess. But she's really played a big part defensively for the Archers and been a big part of this game. Deep three goes up and in there from Carolina Marquez. And really this is the game that Issy Bunyan needed to get back into things on the WBBL side. Roy inside, off the glass, and no. And rebounded here by Marley Ball yet again. Ball to take it up the court. She got to drive inside. Goes back to Russell. We'll go back again to Marquez. Marquez got Molly James open and dribbled out of bounds. That pass needs to be right in the pocket for the spot up three. Not good enough. So Archers with a 33-point lead with 2 minutes left to go. We'll see if the Archers can hit 100. I think they can. Just need a couple good possessions, but a bad pass there, and it's taken away. James pulls it back. Claire Abbott on it. Ball's got an open three. She's going to take it. Not going to fall, and Levi Warren collects the easy rebound. Warren under pressure, and that's going to be off of Carolina Marquez, out of bounds. So, I mean, if you're the Queens, look, you're going to drop to the bottom of the league here, and, well, you just got to do what you can. You're just not scoring, only scoring 56 points per game so far this season. You're on 64 today, but, again, it's not going to matter because you let Cardiff Met score 97. Defensively, it's just a real struggle for the Queens. You can see it with the height and problems they have on the interior. It's their first season in the league. Take whatever you can. Deep pass from Karis Roy. Rifle too far. She grimaces. But if you're the Queens, look, it's your first season in the league. Take whatever momentum you can. You've got some chances to win games here at the end of the year. At the Eagles next week, that's not terrible. At the Essex Rebels the week after that, it's a winnable game as well. And then at the Seven Oaks Suns and at the Sheffield Hatters after. Good luck there. But then you get the Durham Palatinas at home on April 24th to end the season. So you still got some chances for wins. You just got to get whatever you can out of these last few games here. Issy Bunyan, yet another block, out of bounds. And it's still going to be Queens basketball, just over a minute, 29 to play. Inbound goes long for Carolina Marquez. She's got it. And Levi Warren's going to defend here. 8 to go in the shot clock. Marley Ball with it. She's going to be taking the shot. She will. And it's off the iron and out. So Archer's just 3 points away from 100. Just over a minute left to go to get there. I think you want to do it just for the momentum, right? Say you hit 100 in one game this season. Why not? Bunyan on it now. Got King on the far side. Jorgensen's going to take it instead. Drives in. Back to Bunyan. For 100. No. Warren grabs the rebound. Back to King. This is it. You can see it. No. Roy grabs the rebound. Back to Bunyan. This one's going to be it. No. And she'll drive inside instead. Back to the outside. Warren for three. This one's it. And still no. Still looking for that 100. Roy's going to take it inside. Goes back to Jorgensen. Little running two, and no. And 30 seconds left. No 100-point performance from the Archers here today. They had plenty of chances. Just couldn't get one to drop. 97 to 64. 24 seconds left in the game. 7-second difference. Shot in the game clock. Ball spinning, driving. Tries to lay up. No. Warren collects the rebound. So the Archers can either bleed out this clock or go for that three for the 100. King's going to go to the far side for Bunyan. Too far. Knocked down. It's going to be Queens basketball here. Queens on the drive. I think that one's out of bounds off Issy Bunyan. So this is going to be Queens basketball still. Just under 8 seconds left to go. A big win here for Cardiff Met here today. Again, first home win of the season. First home win in 344 days. You'll take that. Issy Bunyan, why not? Add another block just for fun. Her official third block of the game. 1 second left to go. Queens will just rifle up whatever shot they can with a second left. And see what you can come up with here. Rebound to come, gets it over to Marquez, and that's how the clock's going to expire. So 97 to 64, Archers win here today. Well, look, lots of great things from Cardiff Met here today. The biggest storyline of the game, look, the Archers shot 56% from the inside the arc, and from the outside, 40% from three, and they out-rebounded. This is a pretty scary stat. They out-rebounded the Queens 57 to 30. That's extremely impressive, and honestly, to be expected with the Archers' massive size advantage. And that's how things have really given the Archers this big win here today. 42 points in the paint, 39 points off the bench for their first home win of the season as they applaud the fans. Impressive performance here from Cardiff Met. For the Queens, look, on a 9-game losing skid right now, trying to correct that this next week up against this next weekend, April 2nd, against the Newcastle Eagles. Do what you can and try to get some momentum going into the bottom half of the season. That's what both these teams are playing for right now. Archers jump up to 12th. And the Queens will jump down to the bottom of the table after this loss here in Wales. Thank you for joining us here today. I've been Atticus Peed here on the WBBL official YouTube channel. Again, both these teams will play again this weekend on April 2nd for the Queens against the Newcastle Eagles, April 3rd this Sunday for the Archers on the road to the London Lions. Thank you for joining us here today from Cardiff, Wales and the Archers Arena. Cardiff and Archers 97, Gloucester City Queens 64.